The company will expand its operations. They had lived in that neighborhood for a long time before they moved. You should have read the book before watching the movie. He was supposed to visit his grandparents last weekend. Students take the exam. I smell something burning. The house decorated for Christmas looked festive and colorful. When you come back, the mission will be finished. They will rehearse for dance performances. Despite being young, he has accomplished a lot in his career. I wish he hadn't missed his flight. The teacher should have graded the papers by now. Students are preparing for the school theater. She sang a lullaby to her baby. Children are playing with toys. May I taste your dessert, please? I read an interesting article about the benefits of reading. He is looking after his pet dog. I wish we had seen the movie in theaters. He got the job even though he didn't have much experience. She sings in the choir. If only I understood finance better, I could invest wisely. I will be happy if I get accepted to the university. They were studying for a dance competition. During their travels, they studied different cultures. Class starts at 8 a.m. The train leaves at 11 a.m. He visited friends in another state. He did not invest wisely, so he lost a lot of money. We had already eaten dinner when the guests arrived. I'm going to take a photography course next semester. Had they seen the new exhibit at the art gallery? He practiced speaking English every day and as a result, he started speaking fluently. The company is expanding its product range. The letter was written in haste. They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. He was reading a book while waiting for the train. We'd rather eat out than cook tonight. He's already made dinner. His painting is more impressive than mine. We had been hiking in the mountains all day, so we were tired by evening. The train left the station on time. If we had the ingredients, we could have made a cake. It's snowing outside. If I had known you were coming, I would have made a cake. He usually takes a nap after lunch. We had already eaten dinner when the guests arrived. The person arrested by the police is the suspect of the robbery. They are of different ethnic origins. See you after work. We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour. Are you watching a movie in the cinema? The museum is open from 10 o'clock to 1800. He enjoys playing video games with his friends. By the time he finishes his studies, he will have already started working. We had been shopping for hours when we finally found the perfect gift. The cat is chasing a mouse. Workers repair the road. The museum opens at 9 a.m. A tree blown by the wind blocked the road. The baby sleeping soundly in his crib was so cute. You must submit your application before the deadline. Leaves are falling from the trees. He likes to watch movies on the weekends. He needs to buy his friend a birthday present. They had been traveling Europe for months before deciding to settle in Spain. I exercised regularly, so I got more fit. He's taking pictures. The woman seen talking to the police is the witness. The concert lasted until midnight. We had studied French for 2 years before our trip to France. Where did you go on your last vacation? They asked. Birds fly in the sky. He paints a beautiful picture. Workers repair the road. Have you seen the new superhero movie before it was released? I've been studying English for 2 years, he told his friend. Despite being tired, she stayed up late to study. Waves crashing on the shore. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. He bought a new suit to attend a formal event. He plays the guitar every day. Did you study the piano before your recital? She teaches yoga. He will write a book in the future. They can volunteer at a local shelter. My teacher told me, you did well in the exam. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. I attended a workshop to learn about financial planning. They share a meal. We must be honest with ourselves and others. I wish he had tried the local cuisine during his vacation. I need to buy a new laptop for work. The taste of the food prepared by the cook was very good. They have known each other since childhood. They will move to a bigger house. The car was washed by John. He had been looking for a job for a long time when he finally got an offer. Students are preparing for a spelling bee. He looks excited for the trip. They have to pay the rent until the first of the month. The company should have offered a higher salary. The company should have done a market research. He will start his own business in the near future. My family visited me last week. He always arrives on time. I bought a new laptop to study for my exams. Construction workers had been working on the building for months before it was finally completed. The painting was made by Picasso. We hope to have a successful event. They want to go skiing in winter. He loves going for a run in the park. I often go for a walk in the park. It could be a job interview tomorrow. They took the short route, so they got to their destination early. You'd better take an umbrella. It looks like rain. They should have finished the project by now. Does not play video games. They are hiking in the mountains. The store opens at 9 a.m. The newspaper published an article on the importance of volunteering. Despite being nervous, he gave a great performance. Flowers were planted in the garden. They constantly quarreled, so they decided to break up. If you eat too much, you gain weight. She looks sad. She teaches yoga. I am thinking of starting a new diet. See you in a minute. They should have called a taxi instead of walking. You lack the necessary information. They had known each other for a long time before they got married. He must have finished his work before he went out. My sister took the photo. He promised to call me later. The team will be champion. He enjoys playing chess in his spare time. They prefer to go for a walk rather than go shopping. He enjoys reading books in his spare time. Waves crashing on the shore. Coffee brewed by the barista. We'll be back in a few days. They want to learn to play chess. He got up early to catch the first train. Construction workers had been building the bridge for months, and it was finally open to traffic. I studied hard for the exam and got good grades as a result. They go on vacation during the winter holidays. I want to learn to play the piano. The dog wags its tail. They should have finished remodeling by now. We are planning to go for a walk next weekend. The dog is sleeping peacefully. I wish I had a better relationship with my siblings. The train leaves at 1800. We organized charity events. The sun shines brightly in the morning. We should always help those in need, even when it is inconvenient. Students take the exam. The movie was worse than I expected. He usually takes a taxi to go to work. The company was losing money last year. The painting depicts a beautiful landscape. He may forget his keys again. The report was reviewed by the inspector. They must wear seat belts in the car. I was taking pictures while on vacation in Paris. Have you finished your book? We were shopping for groceries at the supermarket. If they try their best, they can win the championship. They arrived at the airport in the evening. My teacher recommended the book. He prefers to read a book rather than watch TV. My mom told me, you should eat more fruits and vegetables. They wish they had taken more photos during the trip. It rains a lot in this area. Although the hotel is not luxurious, it offers great service. They will set up a book club in their neighborhood. Students are preparing for a spelling bee. Was he studying for an exam before he got distracted? I'm starting a new job next week, he told his brother. Coffee spills on the table. I can't go to the concert. I already have plans. I find classical music more relaxing than rock music. He usually arrives late to meetings. The team is preparing for the upcoming tournament. They enjoy playing board games. I have to finish reading this book tonight. If it snowed, we would make a snowman. We hope to have a successful event. He said to his friend, I will study abroad next semester. The children excitedly opened their presents on Christmas morning. Easily forgives. I can take a break after I finish my work. The coffee in this cafe is stronger than in the other place. The conference is scheduled for next year. He loves watching movies in the cinema. They will arrive early for the meeting. They were waiting for the bus when it finally arrived. My sister is reading a book in her room. They wished they had listened to my advice. He started a business to be his own boss. My family visits us every summer. The concert has been postponed to next week. He should have finished his homework by now. They lack motivation. The boy, lost in the crowd, began to cry. He is practicing his presentation skills. The food was cooked by a professional chef. We went to a concert to listen to our favorite band. I need to finish this project before the deadline. My father told me, you have to save money for the future. She sings in the choir. We had the broken lock replaced with a locksmith. They built a sand castle on the beach. I was waiting for the concert tickets to go on sale and I managed to get a seat in the front row. If they invite me, I'll join the party. The taste of the food prepared by the cook was very good. I found an article that explains how to prepare for a job interview. The plan was accepted unanimously. He needs to learn to swim. Despite her fear, she faced her fears and went skydiving. We attended a workshop to learn about sustainable living. Students write in their notebooks. Were they rehearsing the play before the director changed the script? The new tablet has a better screen than the old one. I'm going to start a new exercise routine, she told her brother. Are you watching a movie in the cinema? His performance was worse than last year. We are excited to see the new movie. The team led by his coach won the tournament. He spent days working on his presentation to deliver it flawlessly. We lived in that neighborhood for 10 years. They will study abroad next year. They have finished the construction of the house. They took the short route, so they got to their destination early. Can I use your phone for a minute? They visited the museum to learn the history. He couldn't find his phone in his bag. If I had more time, I would learn to play the guitar. I can't wait to go on vacation, he said. I need to finish writing this article. He has already cooked dinner. We're going to watch a movie later this evening. I can relax after finishing your training. When they finish their meal, we serve the dessert. I am working in a bank. She irons her clothes. They usually go shopping on Saturdays. They had been dating for a year when they decided to get engaged. He enjoys playing basketball with his colleagues. They do not play musical instruments. He had already left the airport when I came to pick him up. They have been renovating their house for a while. The conference is scheduled for next year. The house my father built is a cozy cottage. My mother said to me, "Clear your room before your friends come." He said to his sister, "I'll pick you up from the airport. He'll be away for a few days. You should have asked for help when you needed it." He has great leadership skills. They celebrated their victory by winning the match. It's starting to rain. I exercised regularly, so I got more fit. He may need help with his presentation. The company will be hiring new employees soon. He had his kitchen renovated by a professional contractor. They appreciate your help and support. He had been rehearsing his speech for days, so he did it with confidence. We should have talked about this in more detail. I can't go to the party. I have a previous engagement. He needs to apologize for his rude comment. The book belongs to me. They should wear protective gloves when working with chemicals. We need to finish this project before the given date. Do you have any hobbies? The cat sleeps lazily. By the time he gets here, we'll have finished decorating the room. They will have finished the project by the deadline. They will have finished the race by tomorrow night. We had already finished the project before the presentation. He will have completed his research next week. By the time you arrive at the party, we'll have already celebrated. Leaves are falling from the trees. We are preparing for a job interview. He doubts the accuracy of the report. The team is working hard for the next match. By the time I got to her place, she had already taken a shower. His English is better than mine. He had already prepared dinner when I got home. He was studying medicine at university. He rarely drinks coffee. The letter was sent yesterday. We had been driving for hours when we realized we were lost. My family visited me last week. He rarely uses the stairs. He attended all classes, so he passed the course. The train will arrive in 5 minutes. We are excited to go to the beach this weekend. The meal was enjoyed by everyone at the party. They did not listen to the advice and made a bad decision as a result. He has great leadership skills. I wish I had more time to travel. We're going to a concert on Friday night. The magazine published an article on sustainable living. I can't lend you money right now. By the end of the day, they will have finished their shopping. The presentation should have worked harder. The movie was scarier than I thought. He had been studying for the English test all night. We are planning to ski next winter. I wish I had studied harder. I could pass the exam. They studied biology for 3 semesters. The teacher was teaching the students the lesson. The manager took the employees to a seminar. I wish I didn't have to deal with so much stress at work. He should have accepted the job offer. The book was published last month. She cooked a delicious dinner for her friends. The baby cried all night, so the parents were tired in the morning. They want to learn to play the guitar. I feel sick if I eat too much. We hope to have a successful business venture. They had their dogs groomed and trained in the pet salon. The computer crashed during the presentation. The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. We are planning to visit our elders next month. I did not have enough time to study and as a result I did not pass the exam. They had their roof repaired after the storm. The box contains valuables. We had to get the ingredients for the recipe. They practice their acting skills. He wrote an opinion piece on the future of renewable energy. The loud barking of the dog made the entire neighborhood stand up. Have you been waiting for a long time to get a response to your email? He did not practice speaking English and his fluency did not improve as a result. I found a rare coin in my collection. He is enjoying the sunset. They took the short route, so they got to their destination early. The letter was written in English. If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. He has excellent communication skills. They missed the opportunity, so they later regretted it. He signed up for a dance class to learn ballet. His mother consoled the boy who was seen crying in the park. You must wear a seatbelt while driving. By the time he gets here, we'll have finished decorating the room. Does he have any siblings? I always take the subway to go to work. The baby cries loudly. They usually go out for dinner on Fridays. The article explores the effects of social media on young people. My math skills are worse than my sister's. Tomorrow morning they will have fixed the car. The food was prepared by the chef. Located on the hill, the house offers a magnificent view. He meditated to achieve inner peace. He practiced playing the guitar to perform at an open mic night. They had a gardener mow and fertilize their lawn. The article explores the history of jazz music. By the time they arrive, we'll be long gone. He dreams of a world without borders. When they came to the party, we had been waiting for over an hour. The woman seen in the red hat is my aunt. They followed the recipe exactly and the result was delicious. I'm working on a computer assignment. I will be volunteering at a local animal shelter. He took a different route and avoided heavy traffic as a result. The problem was caused by the lack of communication. The store opens at 9 a.m. They went to Italy last summer. They were throwing a surprise party for their friends. The library opens at 10 a.m. If you study hard, you will get good grades. Despite the distance, they maintained a strong friendship. They do not like spicy food. We will work on the project all day. He will go to painting class in the evening. We had our food delivered to our office. He read that book 3 times. He will retire next year. I usually have breakfast at home. They argued over the little things, so they decided to seek couples therapy. The package was sent internationally. I wish I had learned a second language at school. They've been discussing the issue for a while. We are excited to try the new restaurant in town. She wants to be a fashion designer. I read an interesting article about climate change. I like to read before bed. The letter was written to John. We used to go camping every summer. I signed up for a cooking class to learn new recipes. Better get out early to avoid traffic. By the end of the day, they will have sold all their products. The shop opens at exactly 10 a.m. Mary is smarter than Peter. I didn't pay attention to details and made mistakes as a result. The movie starts at noon. Where did you go on your last vacation? They asked. We go to the gym twice a week.